Hello, I'm Becca.
And I'm Sam.
And welcome to week 1 of Advent.
This week we're talking about hope.
Hi everyone! We're going to have some fun doing a game together now, and we're going to be playing Christmas Hoopla.
Ooh!
So when you play Hoopla, you need two things. You need hoops and you need things to throw your hoops over.
Excellent.
In your packs,
There will be some sparkly Christmas pipe cleaners. Now I should say that there might be some small bits of shiny pipe cleaner in their packs as well, but they are for something different, so you want the long shiny pipe cleaners.
Okay, so make sure you've got your longest pipe cleaners. And you can make your hoops like this. So,
Are they hard to make?
they're really easy. All you have to do is get your pipe cleaner
Yep.
and roll it round like this, and then just twist those two ends
Oh, I see.
together.
Oh, that is easy.
And then, if you need help, you can ask for help, and then just spread your hoop around like this, and then it's ready to be thrown.
And
I
you can
think
find
you've got-
anything at home, can't you, to throw it over?
You can find anything that will go over.
And
So
then find
you
myself
could
a shepherd.
use a glue stick, you could use an egg cup, maybe you've got a pot of vitamins or something like that you
Small
could
toy.
use, a toy. We've got some things here, so I've got this Christmas tree and a glue stick, and we're going to give it a go.
Nativity figures.
Very good. You've got that straight on, Sam.
I did.
Fantastic.
It's unlike me, isn't it?
Very
I'm not,
close though, you were.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a good shot.
So at home, you can challenge yourselves. You can start off really close, and then it's really easy, and then you can sort of move back and try again, and see if you can do it. I got it again. Let me see if I move all the way back here. No, definitely not that time. So give it a go. Grab your pipe cleaners. Make your hoops.
I've got the bear.
Set up. Well
All the way
done. That is fantastic.
Hanging off an ear.
Very good, very good. And see how many you can do. Have fun. Bye.
Oh, hi, there you are. Come on in, get yourself settled down. It's the first week of Advent, so we're looking at hope this week. So come on in, get yourself settled down, grab your Bibles, and let's learn out more about this special event on our Christian calendar. Great, you all settled down? Fantastic. If you want to read along with your grown-ups, we're going to be looking at Isaiah 7, chapters 13 and 14. So we're looking at hope, the first week of Advent. And the Christmas story actually begins way back in the beginning of the Bible. And this is from Isaiah 7, chapter 14. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. This was written 700 years before the birth of Jesus. What a long way to wait. Well, keep yourselves buckled in. We're going to learn more about this story now.
So today we are thinking about hope. And I wonder what you are hoping for Christmas this year. Maybe you are hoping to see family. Maybe you're hoping for a particular present in your stocking. Or maybe you might even be hoping for snow. But when we talk about hope in this way, we know that these things might not happen, and that they are things that we want to happen. So we could describe it as wishful thinking. So when we talk about hope in the Bible, it means that we are expecting something with confidence and we're trusting God. It is not wishful thinking. It is knowing that something will happen. So in the Bible, we can look through and we can see the hope of Jesus throughout the Old Testament. And then we can see it come to pass in the New Testament. So Jesus is the fulfillment of hope and the promise of hope for the future. So as we get ready for Christmas, we can be full of hope because Jesus has taken the burden of the things that we have done wrong. As long as we admit to our failings and are truly sorry for the wrong things we have done. So because of hope, we know that there is better in store. The star which hung across the stable in Bethlehem was a symbol of Jesus' coming. Now, Jesus, who brought hope and light into this world. Now, it can be so easy for us to get caught up in all the excitement around Christmas, with the presents and the decorations, the parties and the yummy food. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't celebrate, because there is so much to celebrate at this time of year. But it is important to remember the true meaning of Christmas and what we are actually counting down to, which is the real reason behind all the sparkle and the lights, all that amazing hope.
So for this craft, we're going to make origami stars.
Ooh,
Are you ready, Becca?
I think so. I'm not very good at craft, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
That's all we can ask, isn't it? Right, so we've got some pattern strips of paper that I've cut up previously. And what we're going to do is, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to just tie like a simple knot in the paper. But whatever pattern you want on the outside of your star has to be on the outside of the
Okay.
knot. And then, so you want it quite near the end. It makes a kind of pentagram shape.
What is a pentagram?
A pentagram is a five-sided.
Oh.
It's five and yeah. 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. But it's got the bit sticking out. It's perfect.
Wow, I've never made a pentagram before.
So where you've got the little tail
Yeah.
sticking out, you want to tuck that under the flap that's on the front. Yep, perfect. And then what we need to do from there is the long tail.
Yeah.
You then need to fold around, making sure that whatever it is you wanted on the outside stays on the outside. Does that make sense?
Like that.
Yeah, so that then you end up with the pentagram, and then with the bit at the end, you'll just tuck in. So now we have our pentagrams.
Yours definitely looks neater than mine. What's this bit sticking out?
Just tuck it in. Or you can snip it off, you've got scissors on your table as well if you'd rather. Okay, and what we need to do then is you need to take one of the points, and with your fingers either side, you squeeze it together to make it into a 3D point. And then you just do that with all of the corners.
Mine doesn't quite look like a... Well, I guess it does.
If it's not quite star-shaped, you can push it in more like on top. Like if you use your finger to like push it in.
If you use your imagination, mine definitely looks like a star. Yours looks like a star. Mine doesn't quite look like a star.
When they're all together, they'll look great.
Yeah.
So then you can make as many of these as you like and string them all together to make a garland. So you've got a long string of
Oh,
stars.
amazing.
And we've got some thread, a needle and a thread, and some thread that we can thread them all onto.
Oh, brilliant.
So we'll put yours and mine together on a thread to make a garland for our Christmas tree.
Woohoo!
stars and a needle and thread, and we're stringing them all on to make a garland. So we're just sticking a needle. Be careful with a needle, maybe get a grown-up to do this bit if you're younger in children's work. But you stick stick the needle through a gap between the points and out of a point.
Wow! That looks so good!
So you can put them as a garland, or you could, if you wanted to, just put it through and just hang each one on a loop to hang individually
Oh, good idea.
on the tree. So you've got two options for this one.
That looks amazing. I think we should put it on our tree.
Yeah, let's do that.
Our first Christmas decoration. I think we should see who can do the longest star garland.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That would be a good.
Yeah. So I think you've got to measure them and let us know how long your star garland is.
Yeah, don't forget to send us any pictures.
It looks brilliant.
Hello everyone, it's great to see you. I'm Nicola and you might remember me from Pear Tree, Tot Zone group sometimes. So we've been thinking about the theme of hope, and today we've got a little activity for you to have a go at. In your pack you'll find a star and a little stick, and you can use that stick to scrape away at this top dark layer and find some brightness shining through, and that might help you to think about that hope from the story shining out in the darkness. So if you take your stick and you can scratch, now you can scratch lines or patterns, whatever you like, and as you scratch you will find that there is beautiful colours coming through. I'm just going to make a swirly spiral in the middle there, and then I can hold it up and show you. Maybe you can see I've started to find some shiny colours. I wonder what patterns you will find. Perhaps you can share some of them with us for us all to see later on. Have fun!
As this is the first week, we have loads of extra bits and pieces for you. In your packs, you will find a map of the area around Welwyn Garden City, and then a zoomed in map of the town centre as well. And you will also find a strip of star stickers, gold star stickers. And what I would like you to do is to think of areas or specific places or buildings on your map where you would like to pray for. So maybe you might like to pray for the church or your school, or maybe a friend who lives around the corner, or a sports centre, or a small business that you know is struggling. So I would like you to think of any of the places that you know of where they might need an extra bit of hope. And if you ask a parent or an adult at home if they might help you find wherever that is on these maps, and then you can stick a star sticker over that place as a symbol of hope. And that will remind you, if you pop these up somewhere at home, that will remind you to pray for that place or the person or people that use or live in that place. The 4 Sundays on the run up to Christmas will have 4 different themes that our packs and these videos will walk you through. And those themes are hope, peace, joy and love. And for each of those weeks, you will find in your packs an outline of a candle, and you will also find the words, the outline of the words as well. And the idea is that you may want to decorate your candle and your words, and then place them in your window to share with the people around you the key themes that we are thinking about this Christmas, because they are really important themes that we can share with everybody. Then you may want to have a little walk around your area and see if you can find anyone else's display from the Christchurch family in their windows. These will be in your packs, but also available on the website for people to download and print. And it doesn't have to be just families, anyone can download and print these if they would like to join in. So head to the children and families section, children and youth section on our website, and you will find these printouts that you can download for yourselves.
Week 1, challenge 1. So
We would like you to have a go at bringing hope and joy to others this week. And there's a few ways as a church that we're doing this at this time. One of the ways you could do this is perhaps you can donate some Christmas gifts through the Salvation Army. Or maybe you could help pick some things for the YMCA gift bags. All the details are on the church website. Maybe you and your family are able to make a reverse advent calendar for food and it goes to the food bank. But you don't have to spend money to bring joy and hope to others. You could just do a small act of kindness. Maybe that means tidying your bedrooms. Maybe you could help with the washing up. Or maybe you could commit to feeding the dog every day. Sometimes just being grateful for what we have can make the season more enjoyable. In your packs you will find a sheet that has a space on for each day. I challenge you to fill one space each day with a prayer or an act of kindness.
Hi, so today is the first Sunday of Advent, and in your packs you will find a candle and a Sharpie and also a packet of salt dough mix, and we're going to use these things to make our very own Advent candle. So if you've got a ruler at home, you might find it helpful to use a ruler or a measuring tape to make sure that you get 24 even marks going down your candle, because what we're going to do is we're going to make marks so you can burn this candle for each day of December as we count down and prepare for Christmas. So I have mine here. Now it's about 20 centimetres long, which is really awkward. 20 centimetres divided by 24. So that's going to be about 8 millimetres or so for each section, leaving a chunk at the bottom to be able to stand it in. So I'm going to mark off around that for each day of December. Right, so I have 24 marks going down my candle, and now what I'm going to do is to put numbers by them so I know which number each mark is for, because as we go down we're going to burn past each of these, so you might need a grown-up to help you if your writing is not quite small enough to do it. But you could also label on one number on one side and then the other side so that you've got a bit more space to write your numbers if you need it. Okay, now I decided to add another one at the bottom actually because I wanted to go all the way to the 25th. So there is my candle with my marks all down it. And what we're going to do then is, if you add a little bit of water at a time to your salt dough mix and mix it up until you make a really nice soft dough, not too wet. You might have to add a bit more flour if you add too much water and it's too sticky. And if it's a little bit dry, just add a drop or two more water to soften it up. And then what you're going to do is, if you stick your candle into the dough and then take the candle out and let that dry or bake it in the oven on a low heat until it's firm, and then you'll make your very own candle holder. So once you have your Advent candle with your marks all down the side, if you are big enough and have a grown-up to help you, in your packs you will find a crayon, and very carefully, with a grown-up's help, if you melt a little bit of the crayon in a flame, you can decorate your candle with the melted wax. But it might be that this might not be a safe thing to do in your house, and if it's not, then you can miss this bit out. But if you would like to and you're able to, it's quite fun to be able to decorate just with little dots and things with melted wax to decorate your candle. And you should have a couple of different colours. I've just got one here to show you what to do, but you don't have to hold it in the flame for very long. You should see it get shiny as it starts to melt, and you can just dab it on. But only, as I say, only do this if you've got a grown-up to help you, and if they say that it is safe to do in your house. And for some of the younger ones, this may be a little bit too tricky, but you might find that you might be able to draw a little bit with your crayons on a piece of paper that you could put below your candle in its holder. And for each day of December you burn a little bit more of your candle, and when you ask your grown-up to light your candle, perhaps you could spend some time as a family, maybe in prayer. You were told earlier about your prayer sheets, your prayer advent, so maybe you could use the candle time in order to fill those in. Maybe you could share some prayers, or if you're following your own family devotions through the Advent season, then perhaps you could do those while your candle is burning. And the aim is to allow the candle to burn just to the next mark on each day. So by the time you get to Christmas Day, your candle will be very, very small. And I would love to see what your family comes up with as they design their very own Advent candle. Don't forget to send any of your family designs onto the email address. And on Christmas Day, we'll be putting out a video full of lots of bloopers from the filming of these sessions, and also lots of things that you guys have been up to at home. And we cannot wait to see what you guys have come up with. Thank you for joining us for our first week of Advent.
It's been a lot of fun. And we've got our first decoration on our tree. We can't wait to see you next week. But before then, make sure you send us some pictures of some of the things you've been up to and your measurements of your star garlands. See you next week.